Black people need to be trained and taught about economics.
And we talk about investing, but doesn't investing, where does it start? What's the catalyst of 2053 being a thing, man? Can we change it or is it over? This is fantastic. I read up on it briefly.
John Galt is right. It's over. It's over, man.
I think he's right. I think
it's over, man.
Yeah. There's no pulling back from this because for every
Ain't no pulling back. Yesterday should have been the end of 90s streaming career. Cut that fucking YouTube off, you fat lazy nigger. Yesterday should have been the end for that nigger. The fucking nigger gets up here and uses the welfare. He's on welfare to other content creators. And yesterday I heard Tyrone going back and forth with him on CT's channel. I just couldn't take it anymore. You know what that nigga did on my channel? Came up here disrespecting me after I had done everything I could, giving him advice. So I paid CT to get that fat nigga off of there. But before CT put him off, I wanted, some things to be made clear. And CT, apparently was not aware of what 90s does. And it really just show you how lowly blacks are. To really show you how low that nigger 90s is. That he was up there bragging about going to sleep while playing other people's content. He was bragging about it. I make money. I fall asleep playing other people's content, and I make money. No pride, no honor. Only the lowliest of a black. And what made it even more interesting, JP came up on the panel. And JP, and I said, I pressed JP, I said, JP, 90s uses your content, doesn't he? He goes to sleep. And you think about the irony of that. 90s probably is, I'm sure he has probably a college degree. And here he is using the content of a man on welfare. It really shows you how lowly these blacks are, how empty their heads are, that he would have to go and use a man's content who's on welfare. Then he'll criticize him while playing his content. He has nothing else rolling around in his head. And then he used that man content and make money off of it and then brag, the gall of that nigga, to brag about using someone else's content and going to sleep. It just did something to me. When I saw him up there, it just a fat, disgusting, black, it just did something to me. I had to get him out of there. Whatever it would have cost yesterday, I would have paid to get him out of there. And then there's some other black, ED. He comes on, I don't know, and CT tried to talk some sense to that dumbass nigga, but he dumb too. They just seem to not have any fucking functional working brain. And so CT's like, hey, you trying to hate nigga? Shut up talking to that man like that. He will put that black bitch out. Shut up talking to him. He'll put that black bitch out. And stupid nigga just kept talking. He kept talking, and it pissed me off so bad that this morning, fuck the stream, I went by there to tell her black ass to her face, get the fuck out of my house. I don't want any more of your money. She wants it there, so we'll have to call her. And I told you she should have been in a twin bedroom. I gave her a bigger room. And I'm going to show you how these fucking animals live. Now, you remember, this is the same house where the white man went yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before. Remember the white man, he made a mistake and walked into the wrong room. Well, I went into the house today where a black guy and the white Nisha lady, there's two of them there. And I'm going to show you the conditions of the house. I'm going to show you how, now, and remember, I had both of them on the phone at various times. The black guy that's staying there, the white guy walked in his room, and I had the Juanisha, she was downstairs. Now I'm going to show you how blacks live and why I am the fucking landlord of last resort to these nasty fucking blacks. Let me show you how these blacks live. This is what I saw this morning. This is what I saw this morning. Let's see, it's back. It's unbelievable. And where is it? Give me 1 second. This is what I saw this morning. So I go into the house, and I said, "Let me go upstairs here." And I went to the ladies' room. She wasn't there. It's probably 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I'm fired up. I'm talking to my mother, hot as hell. I'm ready to catch this black bitch and tell her you gotta get the fuck out. And so she wasn't there, so I went upstairs, do my random casual checks of the house. And here's the tub. As you can see, the tub is stopped up there. You see the tub stopped up right there. This is how the blacks live. And now you remember I talked to both of those blacks at some point yesterday. Not one of those blacks even mentioned the tub. Amazing. Not one of them blacks. And then so this is the tub here, filthy. Not one of the blacks even tried to fix it. Not one of the blacks. You can see the tub here again. This is how the blacks live. Look how filthy this tub is. They were taking baths in a clogged up tub. Look at this. Look at this. This is how blacks live, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let nobody fucking fool you. You heard the white man go in the other man's room. He said that nigga's filthy too. Right? Look at this. Look, this is the house where Waynisha and another black was living. Look at that. That's how blacks live. That's why no one wants to live around them. It's why very few people accept people like Waynisha. That's clumps of fucking hair right there. This is how blacks live. Someone said zoom in on the picture. You can find all these pictures on my Twitter stream here. See the clumps of hair and the dirt, the tub is just coated with dirt. You can see that there. Just coated with dirt there. You can see all of the dirt, these filthy, nasty blacks. You see this? You see the tub is white, but it's been clogged up and you can see the clumps of hair there. And the tub is just is caked with dirt and soot off of their nasty black bodies. That's what you're looking at right there. And more pictures here. See the other picture. And here's another view of the tub. See how nasty the fucking tub is. See how fucking nasty the tub is. And that wouldn't be, you think that's it, it wouldn't be so bad if they just clogged up the tub, I guess. And why you blame me? I didn't have those blacks living like that. But the blacks didn't even have the presence of mind and say, hey, John Galt, can you unstop the tub for me? I'm too fucking lazy to do it myself. Can you do it? The blacks wouldn't do it. I'm just showing what they're putting out into the world. You see them, they put their monkey suits on. But when they go back home, this is how they live. The two of them together to maintain a place and keep it halfway decent. This is why their neighborhoods are so terrible. You can't blame that on me. You can't blame that on me. I'm just showing it to you. And more clips here. And this is me trying to explain to a black. Have mercy. Maybe you wear a headnet or something, but you can't let that. I got the volume on. And the thing is, you can't let that, maybe you wear a headnet or something, but you can't let that kind of hair and shit. And the thing is, you can't let that, maybe you wear a headnet or something, but you can't let that kind of hair. You just can't let that much hair go down the drain. You know what I mean? You just can't do that. The same thing with the sink. You know, they don't stop up if you don't put too much shit in there. But you know, you can't. It just ain't gonna come to hell like that. It's just not gonna take it. You got dreadlocks? Yeah, hell yeah. So you done stopped up the sink and the tub with that shit. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. But look, I got this to clean up this time. But you can't just let your hair go there because it's gonna stop the motherfuckers up every time. You know what I'm saying? You be taking baths and shit in clogged up tub. Okay. All right. You see that black? Black got a fucking hairnet like a woman. Look there. That dumbass nigga didn't know nothing. Let his dreadlocks and shit go down the drain. The black woman, she got weave and shit. That shit going down the drain. You understand why nobody wants to rent to these people? How many fucking clogged up tubs, toilets, and sinks have I shown you? All done by black. Look at this black, stupid, foolish nigga with all this long ass hair. He probably ain't Jamaicans. There's no cultural reference for it. Look at this. Fucking stupid black. He's 30-some years old. I'm telling him, hey man, this is how you use a tub and a toilet in America. You got dreadlocks, nigga? Hey, he got this fucking big ass happy sack on his head. What's up with this shit? Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Gotta explain it. And the thing is, you can't let that, you know, maybe you wear a headband or something, but you can't let that kind of hair, you just can't let that much hair go down the drain. You know what I mean? You just can't do that. Stupid black, you just. Okay. Look at it. That lazy, sorry ass, dirty ass black. Looked in his room, filthy. Filthy. That black was gonna get in that tub this morning and take a shower. Maybe not. But he was gonna go out into the world. And if I hadn't come there and unstopped that tub, that black would have put his nasty ass feet in that tub. I don't want more dirt on top of that tub, and he hadn't called me yet. Think about that. This is why no one wants to rent to these blacks. No one wants to rent to them. You gotta explain just real simple ass, stupid shit to them. It's the same. Niggas ain't got nowhere to wash their face, brush their teeth, nothing. That's the same. That's how blacks live, ladies and gentlemen. Not all of them. But enough of them to really cause a problem where no one will want to rent to them. It's just carte blanche. I don't want to rent to these people. Look at this. Where is this nigga gonna brush his teeth this morning? Look at that. He's gonna brush his teeth in that. That's how blacks live. They live. Somebody said lack of proper house training. I mean, again, they could have called me. They could have called me and said, hey man, we done clogged up the sink. Can you come fix it for us? They don't even do that. They will live in absolute filth. There is no bottom. Nowhere to brush your teeth. No proper place to even take a shower. All at their hands. And, you know, they combined, they haven't been there more than 7 days. Both of them together, they haven't spent more than 7 nights there. And this is the shape that it's in. 2 blacks in a house. And they immediately destroyed their common area. And this is what you've heard me talk about quite a bit, the tragedy that comes here. This is blacks destroying the common areas in the property here. Not even giving a fuck enough to even call the landlord to come fix it. They'll just go further and further down. further down the hole there. I mean, it's just, I guess it's time for me to call this black woman, tell her to get her black ass out. She wasn't there today. But this is the living condition that she was in. Remember the last time she broke a door, and this time she contributed to clogging up the sink there. And this is blacks. This is black. This is a fitting booking into this. Let me call this black lady. Make sure my Bluetooth is on. I'll put her black ass out on the street. I'm gonna do some street interviews today, so I'm gonna end this stream a little early. So I get out on the street today, do something different. Get some different content there. Anyway, Zeke and Dave and Pierce, everyone, always appreciate your support. Give me 1 second. I hope this lady answers.
2025.
She ain't answering my phone call. I'm gonna go over there and change the code. I forgot to change the code on her, so I gotta do that. She may have just left on her own. Hell, she may have just realized she wasn't gonna come up with the money and left on her own. You never know. We probably have to do another stream about that if she's still there. Anyway, let me give a shout out to everyone in the audience there. I'm gonna do some street interviews today. You got any suggestions where I should go? My normal place is always, it's always a good place. Seating, tables, food, drinks, everything right there. But if you have some other suggestions, we do have the power pack loaded up, ready to go. So we can go anywhere there. So Dolomite and Pierce, I'm waiting to call her. I'm going to call her back one more time. I don't want to beef with anybody. Listen, man, I did take particular exception. I repeated again, Nightish, man. I didn't like what Nightish did up here. And then I look at him using other people's content. He'd go up on panels and he'd get on his channel and then restream the shit and ask for super chats while he's sleeping. He's bragging about it. And then CT pulled up some of his streams. He'd be like, damn, he does just restream other people's shit. CT was apparently unaware of that. And again, JP came up, said the same thing. And, it's like, damn, like, again, from the bathrooms to their behavior on YouTube, they have no shame. Like, these blacks had no shame to allow somebody to come in there and see them living like this. This guy probably has some kind of girl he's chasing around. His room is filthy. The other lady, she's taking showers in this shit too. It just proved me right. They proved me right because they would not rent to these blacks. And if they rented to blacks like this, they would quickly get out of the business. You come and find your houses all fucked up like that. I had a snake. First thing I did, I got my snake out. I said, okay, I had snake the damn drain. But my first thought was, let me see if I can at least plunge it. Hopefully it's not too compacted there. But again, this is how the blacks live. And they constantly clog up your toilets and your sinks with their dreadlocks. And they don't have the common fucking sense to not even put the shit, I told you, I can't even hear this video, the audio here. I'm pretty sure I told him to put a net on his head. And the thing is, you can't let that, maybe you wear a head or something, but you can't let that kind of hair, you just can't let that much hair go down the drain. You know what I mean? You just can't do that. The same thing with the sink. They don't stop up if you don't put too much shit in there. But you can't, you just ain't gonna comb some hair like that. It's just not gonna take it. You got dreadlocks? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you done stopped up the sink and the tub with that shit. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. But look, I got this to clean up this end. But you can't just let your hair go there because it's gonna stop the motherfuckers up every time. You know what I'm saying? You be taking baths and shit in clogged up tub. And you'll see the sorry black as he walks out. Go back to his filthy ass room. Almost look like a woman, doesn't it? Almost looks like a woman. Look at him. Almost look like a woman. He almost looks like a woman. I mean, seriously, does that not look damn near like built like a woman? That not built like a woman. Yo, but the thing is, bro, like, I just went to a house this morning. I ain't looked at the news or anything. And I can just come up here and just talk about how the blacks live and show you proof. Right? It's all up to, like, well, you can't hate that, right? It's just what it is. Man, I was doing street interviews today, man. Plus, I was, man, what, between this channel and CT channel, we went a long time yesterday, man. I was drinking and shit. Yeah, that's very true. Hey, you know, that is very true. You know, I played the clip yesterday of Leonard Roy, whatever his name is. And he was talking about all the things that he could do. He said, I got perfect credit. I could get in the landlord business. John ain't doing nothing special. He could. He would. He got the perfect credit. He doesn't. He went off. He served in the military. Did his thing. But he ain't ever want to get into the property business. So it's left for me to do. As I said, I'm one of the only few niggas on the corner. In the waste niches of the world, they can only buy from me because no one else wants to deal with them. And that's really just how that works. And, you know, I don't know why the blacks have such a problem seeing that. But, you know, one of the other things, again, that white man came there and saw how the white man went to two of my houses. And both houses, he complained about the filthiness of the blacks. He walked into one black man room. He said, oh, my God, this gorilla is filthy. And then he went to the other house and he would have seen how these blacks were living. And, you know, I wonder what he thought. He did say it needed to be cleaned up, though. And that's that would have been their doing. They came to a clean house. He was there by himself until the other lady came. And look how filthy they are. Look how filthy. Look how how quickly they destroyed it there. Shout out to Dolomite, man. Thanks for the support there. I got what you meant there. Metaphor there. Imperious, what's up? Yeah. Any thoughts on the street interviews today? You starting the interview eviction process this Friday if I don't receive this money? Wow. No call. So they haven't called you. Sheesh. Bro, you know, I'm going to tell you, man. And I think you're down in Virginia somewhere. I'm not sure about the laws in Virginia. But if you were listening to CT yesterday, JP was up there talking, and he was going into depth about what tenants can do if they want to be vindictive. And so I think evictions can be you have to tread lightly, because at that point, you know, they feel like, well, I got nothing to lose. They can just start destroying things if they have full reign of the house. And JP pretty much laid out the blueprint of how you do that, or what someone could do. And it would cost you a lot of money. So, man, you know, if you can talk them out, that would be my best suggestion. Hell, even pay them to leave. That would be my best suggestion. Yeah. That'd be, I'll come up with something where they want to leave immediately. You know, how many people are living there? A family or what? I wonder how many people are living there. Questions coming up. I'll put the link in the chat. 7 Steele, you want to come up, man? You can. I'm curious to know how many people. Is it a family, bro? You'd be in some trouble. You got a family in there. Governments and everything, you know, much more show favor to their families. Man, that boy E Deep or whatever, he had to be a little slow, because CT tried to talk to him and like, yo, CT, man, like, stop agitating this guy, because he can't put this black woman out. Why you agitating him? He just can't fucking agitate him. And I'm like, you know, he pissed me the fuck off. Where's that meme? It appears I have to find it. Sharon is going to Sharon line. Yeah, you know, man, you know, he's good at it. He's very good. He's very good at that. You know, I often wonder how these blacks do that every day, live a lie like that. He's very, very good at it. And he makes a living at it, apparently, doing that. So that shit kind of shows you how low IQ these blacks are, or how much they're living in fantasy land to accept these. No, I know Knight didn't take a nap on CT's panel. After me calling him out for it, he couldn't do that. Hey, where is it? What'd you send, Imperious? That image, I'll put it up there. He did. Yeah. And again, man, like, that behavior from Nightish bragging about it, man. You know, and he has children that clearly would see this type of behavior. It really goes to show you, it's very, very difficult to embarrass blacks. Very, very difficult to embarrass blacks. You know, I could say the same thing probably for Stanley and shit like that. You know, he came up and tried to, you know, do something similar to Nightish.
Oh my God, John, did I ever tell you what happened? I almost killed Nightish on Universal or Hood Conservatives. He almost died arguing with me, John. No, he was like wheezing. You know when fat people have that really, really that double voice when they get real stressed because they can't really breathe as much as they're talking and stuff. Like literally, the whole panel in the chat was like, "Nightish, you're gonna die." Like he would, like everyone thought he was gonna die, John. That's how overweight he was. Is that he was doing that whole thing where he's like gasping for air, John, when he was arguing with me like a fat ass.
Hey, hold on for a second. Seven Steele family, man. Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you, if you can get them out, I don't know how Virginia Beach is. I think you're in Virginia Beach. I would try my best to rent rooms individually or Airbnb.
Short-term tenancies, man. Like John, I could have a tenant get probably 6 months of free rent before they even get to court.
Yeah.
Like I could just by maneuvering and proceedings and stuff like that and dragging it on in the small claims court for landlord tenant law. But you can skip that out and they'll never pay it. That's 6 months. You'll settle with just having them leave after 4 and just call it even.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. 7C, man. Like if you can pay them to leave, if they don't want to leave, and you feel like you got to take them to court, I will go to them first and say, "Yo, can I help you leave with some money?" You know, first maybe I would say, "Hey, I don't want any money from you. Let me know when you can leave." You know, if you think they're a problem, tell them you want them to get out. They've been there 6 years. I'm assuming they've been paying it. But if you think they're going to be a problem, I will ask them to leave. I won't even take any money from them. I don't want you to pay me anymore. Just let me know when you can be out. That's going to be your cheapest way. They voluntarily leave.
Yeah, and that's the easiest way, John.
Unknown caller.
Oh, shit.
It's Wawa.
It might be. Hold on for a minute.
And I'm calling regarding an important matter involving
Some fucking telemarketer.
Stupid advertisement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John. Check Universal. He sent that meme to. I think you'd find that meme quite entertaining. I think you'd like it. It was real. It's kind of my coup de grace, John. It's my Mona Lisa.
How do you make these, by the way?
Oh, I'm not talented at all, John. I just literally cut a face out of someone's screenshot and I just put it over a picture, John. I'm not talented at all. I'm like, John, that's the whole point is I'm so untalented that it's funny because it's so bad. Yeah. But I just thought Nidus's face was so perfect in that meme. It was just, you know.
You know, man, let me ask you this question. I think we have Ponder up here as well. Well, you know, JP was up there yesterday on CT's panel and he's saying, yeah, Nidus uses my content. And it is kind of interesting that Nidus is using a black man on welfare as content. It's kind of interesting. Do you find it interesting?
John, well, he's pretty much in the same place. He's living on an SSI because he's handicapped and fat, John.
Is he on SSI?
Yeah, of course he is. He's not working. You think a guy like that can what can he do, John? He has narcolepsy. And that's because he's overweight. John, in college, I had a debate coach.
I thought he was retired. Hold on, I thought he was retired.
John, he's 55.
John, he's 55. He's disabled. He's not retired.
Yeah, John, he's 55, John. Like he said he was born in 1970.
Can he walk?
I doubt it with those knees. I mean, how much weight can a knee hold?
No, seriously, like is he? When you say he's disabled,
I don't know, John. I've never seen him get up from his chair. I've never seen him get up.
He's obese.
Yeah.
He's obese.
I'm wondering, like, is he handicapped? Like, can he walk?
John, obesity is a handicap. He can't get around without a wheelchair, probably.
Disabled.
He has to be rolled around like a fat person.
Disabled now.
Damn, I
like
feel
John, it's the whole
going to
Walmart
hire him with that level of disability. He's obese and he's 55. He's not even
Well, John,
It's
it's
not
like when you
people
see the
working.
people in the carts at Walmart, the electric freaking carts. Those are the same kind of people, John. You got to show the meme, John. Please do it. Please, for Ponder. She didn't get to see it, John. Please, Universal texted it to you. Please, 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 John. It's too much. I can't. It's my coup de grace. It's my coup de. There it is, John. It's my coup de grace. Put it up on it. Put it. I can't zoom it out, John. There it is. Coup de grace.
Oh man, I barbecued 90s yesterday, man. I barbecued that fat, sorry ass 90s yesterday.
I think he got grilled. I think he lost like 10 pounds on the grill yesterday, John, for me smoking him a little bit. So
put his black ass where he belong, off the panel.
And
do you like
forget to
Linwood has?
mention
Do you like
Linwood.
Linwood has his little pet, John? Do you like that? That Linwood's his little pet on the side there.
Yeah, yeah. I got 90s pretty good yesterday, man. You know, I'll never forgive him for what he did. Because there really was no excuse for that. It really was no excuse for that. You know, for those of you that didn't see it, I'm actually flip that shit up and replay it.
Job, it's Nightish the Hut, man. That's his new name. I've called him that forever. Nightish the Hut. That's.
Oh man, hey, does anyone remember that video, that phone call I took yesterday of the black man, and he was talking about the Hispanics? Anyone remember that phone call from yesterday?
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
That was a good call. Yes.
So here's a black man being cheated on by his girlfriend, and then he got to go to work every day and work among the Hispanics. Anyone remember that? Does anyone remember that call before?
Yeah, he couldn't. He's like, I need to know what they're saying in the kitchen. I can't see it. I can't hear it.
Yeah, you mentioned it, and it does kind of concern you that concerns your caller that he cannot understand what they're saying, and he does have a pretty solid work history, and he has done catering before in the past, and he's always picking up side work, and he was with a woman 10 years younger than him that he did help support. He helped her obtain a bank account, he paid for her insurance. And allegedly, the woman cheated. And he did mention that her own mother was mad at her for what he did, for what she did to him.
So he probably was a halfway decent guy. To wrap it all up, he probably was a halfway decent guy. She went out and cheated on him. And I asked him, I said, well, what kind of guy did she cheat on him with? I don't know if he described the guy or not. But anyway, so today...
No, he never mentioned, I don't think he knows but he never mentioned the guy. He just spoke about her. And he never spoke about her with disrespect. He was just like sad and let down that she cheated.
John, in light of Nightish, maybe you should go to an obesity clinic and do a street interview.
Sure, all the fat people walking in.
maybe a diabetes clinic, like one of those the dialysis places for the diabetes people.
Oh man, they have those motherfuckers all over the place too. You know, there's a lot of people on dialysis around here.
Did you read Latino's comment? Type 2 ain't no joke. There's a very good chance Nightish is diabetic.
Yeah, he might be diabetic.
That
of course he is. He's a type 2 for sure. With that kind of weight, no, for sure.
A lot of weight on the liver and the endocrine system, John.
John, can you imagine? John, I would wonder how many calories. John, how many calories do you think his leg has? Like I'm thinking like 100,000 calories, John. Because
and
think
then
of it, 5,000 calories is a pound, John.
Lymphedema, kidney failure. He may be going through dialysis when he's not on live. Like he has serious health issues, John.
Yeah,
well, John, he literally almost died. When I will try to find that clip for you, John, so you can Ask Hoodservative. The whole panel, even people that are against me, were all, Imperius, you got to leave. He might die right now, dude. He can't breathe. Like he got so worked up, John. That that's what I'm trying to say. Like heavy people like that cannot get worked up like that. He almost had a heart attack on stream. I wish somebody was here heard that. John, I literally went onto his stream afterwards and I was like, Nightish, are you okay? Are you still alive today? Because John, I was scared. Legit, dude.
He probably restreamed and went to sleep. Hey, let me show you something. That black guy that called yesterday, he talked about, working with the Hispanics. And I'm going to show you something right here, right now. That's going to blow your mind. It blew my mind. Have you seen this, Ponder? Have you seen this, Ponder? And Pierce?
No,
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
saw
seen that, John.
Yeah,
that picture,
she
no.
yeah, you saw. I think. Well, this just from this morning, but not from before. No.
So this is the bathtub in the house where Juanisha and another black, and I showed the other black we're using, and this is the shape
Yeah,
of
dude.
it.
Girls usually wear hairnet or have hairnets at the screen on the sink or on the drain, John. Persian girls are very have a lot of hair in their head and they shed like crazy too. But they freaking have the drain nets, John. Like it's not, I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is, you got a man with dreadlocks, and he's just letting this shit go down the drain. I've shown other pictures of that. You can see those here, where you see the dreadlocks.
John, I always find it questionable where a man spends more time on his looks every day than a girl. I find that very questionable.
This is the same bathroom, probably from a year ago, where I pulled a dreadlock out of the same tub. And so this is, some of the things that, what I try to explain here, that makes it very, very difficult to rent to blacks, or why people don't want to rent to blacks. Because they have unnecessary hair coiled up in a fashion that will stop up the drain. On top of that, they're too fucking lazy to even do anything about it. They don't know basic.
But what about the nails and shit, John? The fake nails that oh my God, John, all the fake, the eyelashes, John.
Well, I got pictures of those, right? I got pictures of those. Eyelashes left in this bathroom here on the windowsill. They leave them all around, in the bedrooms as well. But think about this, these are two. Juanisha probably graduated high school. This black probably went to college. And both of them together can't put their heads together and say, let's keep the drains clean so we can have some place to brush our teeth and bathe ourselves. Because here, again, this is the sink. Right? This is the sink. Look at this. This is the sink. If I hadn't come by there this morning, they would have been brushing their teeth in this shit. No.
John, it's the same. It leads back to, I gotta go to a meeting, but John, it leads back to the same thing as the fire alarm. It's just generational filth, John. It's the same thing. It's just they would rather live in a dump than they would to make the effort to just live like a civilized human being, John.
Okay. I mean, that's what you're
That's
saying.
all it is, John. I'll be back a little later.
I should have titled this generational filth because this is really, I delivered this place and then clean, everything working, and within 2 or 3 days, they had it in a condition where they can't brush their teeth or take a shower. And so here's what I want to show you. It's just my morning here. The video of the sink after. It looks like I'd already unstopped it at this point. And so here's what I want to show you. Latinos in the ghetto. Look at this. This is an apartment complex in the ghetto. This is on Mississippi Avenue, Southeast. All Latinos. All Latinos. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Look at all them motherfuckers. Look at all them motherfuckers. And there was more of them. I didn't even get all of them. It must have been 30 of them motherfuckers. And then look at the blacks going to school, learning nothing. Nigga, put a shovel in one of them niggas' hands. It's so over for you niggas. It's so over for you fucking niggas. That video right there, and the other video showing these some bitches can't even unstop a fucking tub. Look at them Latino boys. And then look at the stupid niggas on their way to learn nothing, to do nothing. Look at the niggas. Where the niggas at? Show me the niggas. There they go. There they are. Them niggas look like they headed away from the school. Look. Niggas walking away from the school. Somebody put a shovel in these niggas' hands. The Latinos taking over. No shots even fired. Niggas ain't even competing. Look at this shit. The school is back this way. These niggas are walking away from the school. Anti-social club or something he got on the back of his sweatshirt. No fitting, better video right there. The niggas can get mad at me all they want, but they gotta address that video. They got to address these points that I've been showing you. Hispanics out this motherfucker in the ghetto doing manual labor. Not a nigger to be found. And yet these stupid niggas on their way to school, or they walking away from school. They ain't even going to school. Walking away from that motherfucker. I made my case here, I think so. I'll let anyone come up on the panel. Again, we're going to do street interviews this afternoon. Anyway, guys. And if no one wants to come up, I got to get out of here. I went long yesterday, and then, as I said, we're going to do street interviews. And I got to clean up after these fucking niggas. Ponder, if you want to keep it going.
Hi, John.
Ponder, yeah,
Hey.
I want to pass you too, Ponder, while I'm up here.
Yeah.
So, for the street interviews this evening, right?
Yes.
This is what I want to do. So, I think we should do it like this. I'm going to stream from OBS.
Okay.
And then you can mirror it from StreamYard.
Okay. Got you. Understand. That makes complete sense.
That way you can have people up on the panel talking about what they're hearing. You can pause and me doing live interviews. Y'all can talk about shit.
So there technically should be 2 lives then.
It'll be 2 lives, yeah.
Okay, good.
The
OBS live and then the live with StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good.
People can't jump on the OBS. They'll be able to jump on the StreamYard.
Sounds good. Yeah, that'll be better.
Some interesting people. They'll be able to jump on the panel. You be able to host a panel, and you be discussing in real time. What do you guys think about it? You think that's a good idea?
It'll be great. Everyone going to be going live. John Gall going live with the street interviews.
Well, OBS, yeah, OBS usually does. Because we've done it a couple of times. OBS, and I got to call that black man back. I guess man, I was on CT, spent so much time, and then I must have passed out drunk and missed that black man. He was supposed to come take a look in the room yesterday, the 51-year-old man. And then I do kind of have to run at some point because you saw how nasty that bathroom was. I ain't cleaned it up yet, and I know the blacks ain't gonna clean it up. So I just unstopped it. I may let him stay in it for a few days. Should I come back in like 2 days and film it and it won't be any better? What do you think?
You could, but we still want the unit ready for a possible tenant.
Look, we do it. How long do you think? Okay, here's a question. How long do you think those blacks will live in that bathroom like that?
Oh, the whole time.
Because that one black guy, he's going to be there for a while. I don't know when his reservation ends, but
it'll be like that for a while.
You don't think he'll clean it up at all? I've unclogged it for him. You don't think he'll clean it?
No.
You're going to brush your teeth and all that shit and all that.
No, unless a woman comes and cleans it up for him. But the fact he's a man by himself, there's a good chance no.
Did you see how dumpy, not to comment on anyone's appearance, but he's a fairly young man. And look kind of dumpy. He almost looked like a woman from the back. Did you see him?
No, I didn't see him. Like I was kind of disgusted by the pictures. I had to excuse myself.
And them blacks were going, if he took a shower today, he was going to get in that tub. And he was not going to unstop it. It's really amazing behavior. Really, really amazing behavior. They can be given someplace nice and destroy it almost immediately.
Immediately. And it happens so fast. The hoarding and the filth so quickly.
And so the white man that came here, he would have seen how they were living.
Right.
Right. And, because I think he said something like, you need somebody to clean up for you, or need to be cleaned up. Because he would have seen like the bathroom. It's like the tragedy that comes, as I always say there.
And if you notice something Latino for Trump said in the chat, notice this area, there's nobody outside hanging out. You only see children walking or teenagers, and then the men who are handling the groundskeepers. But you don't see people just like lounging around.
Well, this is early. This is like 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's when they wake up. That they never leave. They're 24/7.
You talking about the black? No. I'm talking about the black.
Yeah. Black people, they'll just be lounging, lurking.
Nah, usually like they'll get the stirring about 11.
There's always someone out. There's always somebody out looking to get something, or people from like late last night. Like people just hanging out. Late in the morning, early in the morning, at night. There's always people, like a group of people. There's always something begging. They're like a 24/7 begging operation, always begging.
Like if I went to the commercial corridor, like Martin Luther King,
there would be somebody out there begging, at the very least begging. They're always begging.
Yeah, they would definitely be out there begging. But this is a little bit more residential.
Right.
This is a big apartment building here. Other apartment buildings are across the street. But, like the work that these Hispanic men are doing, this young boy could do it.
Oh, well, yes, correct.
He could get out there with a shovel and be shoveling. But wherever he's going to school or whatever they're putting in his head, it'll more or less be of no use to him.
Right, correct.
It's my opinion. These kids over here, there's so many doors closed for them. And the only door that really, that people, they can go in easily, I would imagine, is they got size and strength and youth and age on their side. Put a shovel in these black kids' hand and let, not all of them, some of them may be more capable, but a lot of them aren't more capable than these damn Hispanic Latino men. And they never will be. And this is good, honest work, and it may lead to higher levels of construction.
Because you can learn more skills that are so in demand right now, and also be able to work for yourself and contract your work out to other people. Like this type of work is in demand indefinitely.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what they're doing. They may be planting trees. I'm not sure what they're doing. But anybody could do this. That man down in the hole right there. You see him? He down in the hole.
There's nothing these children are learning in that school that means anything that they couldn't do maybe half a day or for maybe 3 hours a day. Think about it, John. Yeah. You go to school 3 hours a day, use the rest of the day, like maybe 3-4 hours, you work outside and then go home.
Hey, let me ask you this question. That building is almost exclusively filled with blacks. The apartment building that you're seeing there. How must these blacks feel when they walk out of their house, their apartment, and they see, there's at least 30 Hispanic men out there working?
Oh, they don't care. They feel entitled. They don't care because they don't want to do the work. They just do not care.
Well, what do they want to do is a legitimate question.
Well, most of the work they're looking to do is very administrative, like they feel entitled for administrative jobs, managerial jobs, especially with the Biden administration, who did move a lot of Black women into management. The type of managerial roles that were given to young white girls out of high school, that's something I've noticed for years. Young white girls will graduate high school and be placed immediately into managerial training, management training. I've seen this for a very long time. This was now finally transferred to Black women.
Yeah,
who were moved into like retail managerial positions.
Yeah,
yes.
No, it's like a tale of two people going in the opposite direction, literally and figuratively here. In that these kids, I mean, I don't know, man.
They don't need to spend like 6-7 hours in school. They really don't. You only need maybe 3-4 hours tops. Because their concentration is just going to leave. There's nothing they're learning. 3-4 hours, you train them for whatever, or you teach them whatever you want to teach 5 days a week. The remaining of the day, 3 hours, 2-3 hours, you work outside, you work. And then the rest of the day, they go home. They don't need that. They don't really only need children only need like 3-4 hours a day. Because remember, it's 5 days a week. They really don't need that much time. You just keep it focused on their work, and then you test them every 2 weeks to see their baseline and to see how they're they're responding and measure their success. That's all. Like, John, name a kid who needs to be in school like 6-7 hours a day.
Now those kids definitely don't need to be in school.
That's way too much time. And they're not doing anything. They're just sleeping or not paying attention or dozing off.
You know, one of the things that, you know, which is interesting, again, most of the people in this apartment building are low income, very low. They wouldn't be living, probably a Section 8 type thing. And so you would think that some of the men in there would have volunteered to do some of this work.
They're not going to do it. Absolutely not. No.
And so what's left is the frustration, real serious frustration that these people are having. You heard the black man at work that called in yesterday having to deal with all the Hispanics. And a lot of doors are closing for them. A lot of doors. What's up, Steele, man? I don't think you've ever been up on the panel. I've been up here.
I did, John, in your early days. Yeah, we had a conversation. Let me greet questions to ponder. I'm a big fan of your voice and your knowledge, so I just want to say hello.
Seven Steele, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
John,
and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you too. I'm gonna be really brief because I have some things I have to do, but I want to thank you for the advice on my issue with my tenant. Yes, it's a family that's been there about 6 years, and we've had an up and down relationship. And you know, he's just not reaching out and calling. But I wanted to say something you said yesterday specifically rang out to me. The point that a tenant can take a protection order against the landlord to keep you away from your own property. I said, "Oh man."
Yeah. Bro, so, like I got one right here. I showed it on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yes, sir.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna show it to you.
Yeah, questions. You're amazing with the spot on information, and you know sometimes I think your voice is heavenly. I was like, man, this is a really great person.
Oh, thank you, Seven Steele. I do read your comments as well. I'm an active reader. I do enjoy reading.
Awesome. I try to keep it respectful and to the point.
This motherfucker, that old nigga had a restraining order on me, a protective order. Let me see, this it? Yeah. Look. Sure. Look, this paperwork right here. Look, did you see it? DC government, and then I mean I put this shit on Twitter. But yeah, motherfucker. So what they try to do is, like, if you file a restraining order against your landlord, they can make up a lie, and now the landlord can't come around there anymore. You can send someone a representative, but that's a cost. And so it buys them time, and they can keep playing that fucking game. They can get them extended and shit like that. And you can't go to your own property. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I never had crosswords with these niggas. Not one fucking crossword ever. Like, I beat your ass, or you better get the fuck out. I don't do that. Never do that, bro. Because if they're savvy, they go get a restraining order. You won't even be able to come back to the property. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, if you rent rooms, you could, I shouldn't say this.
Come on, I need it.
You could use it against them, right? You know what I'm saying? We have to talk offline, I tell you.
Yeah.
But I briefly mentioned this because of the O.J. Simpson trial, where every state passed laws after the O.J. Simpson trial for immediate PTOs or whatever. Every state, every city has them. If a motherfucker threaten you, you go down to the government and they will say, hey, you got to be gone ASAP if it's a domestic situation. And they have a separate category for landlords as well. So, yeah, they can definitely keep you away from the property there. If they're smart, they can keep you away from your own property. Yeah, I've seen it happen many times.
Yeah, and in the meantime, you're away from your property and you're paying for someone to live in your property.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to tread carefully.
Yeah, never have talk with them, bro. Never get angry in front of them. Never, ever do that. You know what I'm saying?
Over this time period of 6 years, I never really have. I had to lean on them a couple of years ago in this same situation. No call, no show with the rent. like you said, I just want the rent as we agreed upon, and then that's it, you know. But from here forward, whatever happens, whatever I do in the future, it'll definitely be in your footsteps, renting by the room. I want to tell you that you helped me out numerous times, and I will never turn on you like others have for helping me out in this situation.
Oh man, I appreciate that, man. You know, hey man, you know, it cost me nothing, right? And if it helped you out, man, I'm glad it did. I mean, you know, as I say, man, I think, and I've said it for a very long time. There's so few people like you and me renting rooms to black people. There are very few people that want to rent rooms to black people. I've had black people up on this channel, people I know that will not rent to black people. So they go the Airbnb route and shit, which further restricts them from getting black. And when there's no Airbnb, man, he just sitting empty. He don't want to deal with blacks. He's black himself. Well, he's African. And blacks don't know how much of a headwind they have because no one wants to deal with them. Well, with people like me, they're willing to deal with them. The profits are pretty good. Yeah, you know what I mean? The profits are pretty good. And, you know, depending on your area, make them live by room. That's what I do.
I will. I'm in the Richmond area, not so much by the beach, but in the Richmond area.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah, I don't know about the market there. I'm sure you probably got some room in houses and shit where people rent rooms, don't they?
yeah, like you, I rent. I rent in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the worst hood, but it's the hood. But you know, everything you say is factual because I see it.
Yeah, you know, my other advice would be, and this is what I told Nidish: furnish your properties. Don't let no blacks move the furniture there. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. One thing, if you rent rooms and you furnish them, you will isolate bed bugs if you ever get them, because you know you're not going to be able to solve the problem with the blacks with bed bugs. Have you ever had bed bugs before in the property?
No, thankfully.
But if you ever get them, they tell you, you know, all the blacks got to coordinate and put their shit in the bed. They'll never figure that shit out. And so then you get the Terminator company come in, and then they don't do the right thing, and then they kind of void. You know, they say, well, you didn't do the right thing. So basically what I used to just do is just when I used to let blacks bring in their own furniture, you know, every now and then you get bed bugs. So what I would do is I just let the bed bugs eat their ass out of there. Because I knew that I wouldn't be able to solve it by treating it. Because it would take too much cooperation among 3 or 4 blacks. There's no way they're going to cooperate. They work different schedules, things like that. And you got to bag up all your clothes, you know. And so you just got to get rid of them. Don't even try to treat it. You know, when you try to treat it, you know, either they'll get immune to it or they'll move.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Then you can treat it. But never treat a house for bed bugs with a family in there or tenants in there. You never get rid of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, I got to run. Check your Cash App. I Cash App you. And,
appreciate
it. Check for my number. We talked before, so you should still have my number.
I'm sure you do. Shout out to 7 Steele, man. Shout out to 7 Steele.
Appreciate you. Take care. Questions?
Come on more often, man.
I will, John. I'm
Good day. Good day, sir. Good day, 7 Steele. Good day. Enjoy your Tuesday, sir. Good day.
Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.
Goodbye. Oh, landlord too. Nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember him telling me that he was a landlord a while back. Shout out to 7 Steele to catch up, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so so that's what we should do. Questions. We should do